keep dropping the camera. Why? Again, I'm coming to you live from my bed. Okay, hope I get. What does God want for this ministry? Many are the afflictions. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. In this world, you shall have many troubles. You guys. And the way I'm coming to tell you some serious and personal things. Anyway, let me tell you, charismatic Christianity is just the enemy of progress. I don't know who taught us. I don't know who taught us that if you pray something, away something hard enough, like if I pray hard enough, a problem will go. Ulisikia wapi? Where did you read that? Who is advising you? Who is your counsel? That for the longest time, I had a bit of ignorant views about mental health, and I used to feel like, no, mental health, is it real? Am I just a white man's career? Again, I'm being open to the fact that it was a very ignorant thing to think, but I used to think that. I'm wondering, is it real? Africa, we are stronger than this. Then I started wondering, it's just another thing for cloud? Because I'd also started seeing way too many people are talking about it. So I was like, it's like a thing people are doing. So I really tried to steer away from it as much as I could, because I didn't want to fall into something that was just being done and I didn't even really understand it. So I don't want to talk about something that I don't understand. That was another reason, to be very honest. I'm like, okay, since I don't get it, I just reject it altogether. Which I'm coming to realize was a bit wrong of me. Why? Because, the past couple of weeks have been so tough on me, let me tell you. I've just been wondering, will I make it? They say it is darkest before dawn. Fam, it has been dark for a while. Asubuhi haifiki. Joy comes in the morning. The joy is not coming. Guys, if I can be honest with you, I have waited for the joy. The joy just kept playing games with me, fam. Inanichenga. It's just playing with me around us. Oh. And why am I linking this to my past opinions? Is because of late nights when I'm realizing, maybe this thing is actually, not maybe, it is actually a real thing. Because I noticed how, I'd feel so discouraged, so hopeless, so unlike myself. Back I couldn't recognize myself. I'm just crying a lot. I'm feeling very discouraged. I can't even pray. When I try to pray, imagine nalia too. I begin normal, like, Lord, I come before you. It's not even a joke, guys. Like, I even went to church this one day. Hey. I started praying like normal. Hey. I went before the Lord. Groanings too. Groanings have been mine because I key. And that's not like me. Normally, I even have things to say. Normally, I even have those. I usually have questions. Then I've not even had questions. That's what I'm saying. Yani, I know it's been bad that I've not even been able to ask, to even seek. Yani, I've just been in a dark space. So, is when I realized, maybe this thing it's legit. Maybe depression is something real, and not maybe. I've actually seen that it is real. That it is, your mind can really just be sick. Your soul. The Bible talks about hope deferred makes the heart sick. I've seen my heart being sick because of failed expectations. I've seen my heart just sink and feel pain. Back at physical chest pains, guys. And I don't want to dive so much into it. I'm just realizing that wow, this is how I should really just I'm learning now in this darkness, in this space in the valley, that the valley is real. Um, it doesn't make the journey through the valley any shorter if I discount how real the valley is. If I start saying no, it's not really a valley, it's all in my mind. No, it doesn't make the valley any less real. Wow, less real. You guys, that was a tongue twister. I overcame. It doesn't make it any less real. Like, I need to acknowledge that enyewe niko kwa trenches, niko hapa Golgotha, and that's where I've been at. I remember even when I was talking to some of friends of mine, honestly, they said something that really just touched me. They said, honestly, what is the work of the body? Is that when you can't walk, we lift you up. So when I was busy telling them how I can't pray, it's like, fine, fam, we'll pray for you. That thing gongared me in my chest, right here. Where's my heart? Anyway, it doesn't really matter, guys. I just know my chest was hit. It was hit because I said that's real love, to be very honest. I said, wow, indeed, that's like real. I don't know how to put it, because in actual sense, that is the work of the body of Christ. The recognition that, and let me tell you, when I'd broken my leg, when I was learning how to walk, I realized my right leg used to be like the dominant leg. So it used to be the first one to climb the stairs. It used to be the first one to jump trenches. It used to be the first one to do a lot of things. And now that it was just a nothing for that 3-4 months, the other one was the one doing a lot of the work. Do you know, when I would be on my crutches, my hands were doing most of the work. I was thinking more about my steps, and then now my left leg was also doing a lot to try and support this other leg. You get what I'm saying? And that's like what I've seen in terms of, that's one of the things actually. I wasn't even planning to talk about that, but that's one of the things I've seen in terms of our role in other people's lives is things like this. When somebody tells you enyewe nasikia nimelemewa, it's not for you to tell them, hey, I speak I speak joy of the Lord into your life. I am like, really? The Bible talks about mourning with those who mourn. Fam, close your mouth and mourn. You're able to pray for them. To pray for them is not bad, but don't always be a solution finder. That's not the word. Don't start telling someone, arise and what? Be a chiller. Be a chiller. There's times for that, but also be a discerning Christian, Usikwe tu hivi, like discern, read the times, Is this a time for all that? I mean, it's a time for just, being there. That's one of the things I've learned this period, this dark period. Number two, I've learned that, my guy, you are the only one who knows where the shoe pinches. Can I remind you of a gentleman, as I shake my head like this? Can I remind you of a gentleman called Bartimaeus? I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Bartimaeus was a blind dude, And when Jesus was passing, man started to yell. He said, oh, yes. He lost his mind. He started screaming for Jesus. And guys were just there like, hey, shh, unachoma. Fam, where choma vile unachoma? Choma because you're the only one who knows. But Timaeus was the only one who knew. In that case, Rende, he's the one who knew how it feels to be blind, always asking people to help you. Sometimes they don't help you. Sometimes they say, hey, but Mayas leo si this idea. Sometimes they tell you, hey, but Mayas, God helps those who help themselves. He knew the pain. He knew where it was. I'm here to tell you, sister, brother, brethren, sister, you're the one who knows. So, let me tell you, if powering through is not making it, is not working for you, then come to God correct. Just come to God. And we've talked about this before, like just coming as you are, fam. Because I'm telling you, this charisma is the real enemy of progress. Let me tell you what we were discussing with a pal of mine when we were talking about this whole depression thing. We were saying how sometimes you can't even say you're depressed because people like Sheiks, I'm the guy, I'm the one. I was the soul rather, in this situation. I will ask you, what are you even depressed about? The way you live in a nice house and you have two parents who love you and you are married and you have kids, I see nothing to be depressed about. Hey. So now it's like, even if you're feeling low, I have to justify why I'm low. And that is why we don't even discuss it. That's one reason. Number two is that, of course, charismatic Christians, if I look low, what will people say? It will look like clearly I've not been reading my Bible enough. Nimesleki mahali. Do you remember that guy who was blind and then they tried to justify it? They said, oh, boy child is blind because somebody in his family sinned. Him or his mother are a sinners. Somebody is a sinner somewhere. Kuna mganga kwa familia yao. There must be true. True, those things can be true, but guys, guys, can we just not? So yeah, so that's where I've been at. Those are just some of the things I've learned. Again, guys, you know me, I never come to you guys with notes. So maybe my thoughts are all over the place, but at least you understand. You have an understanding about how I've been, why I've not been here with you, and yeah. So that's been the situation.